So here I got my tunnel hole boats up on the bench. Let's see if we can infect the rest of the boat gang or some more of the boat gang with tunnel fever here. And we got probably the oldest tunnel boat here, which is a Dumas Hotshot 21 fiberglass. I'm not sure what year it was built in, but when I got it, the box and the instructions were very weathered. So there's somewhere maybe 80s all the way up to 2015 is when they stopped building fiberglass boats at Dumas. This one has the TFL racing leg on it with a 4082 motor on there at 1800 kV, I believe. So, and then got this good size Octura. That's a V942 on there. Makes the boat jump out of the water and scoots. Then it'll lose grip, cavitate for a little bit, and then go like hell. So, next we have another very old boat. It's a Prather Lapcat. I believe this is the 2. So it's about the same length as the Hotshot 21. Except for the motor is set in further than the Hotshot. See, the transom comes right up here. The Lapcat inset. Oh, no steps on the bottom of the Dumas hull. 3 steps on the bottom of the Prather Lapcat. You can get a picture inside. It's kind of a mess. I gotta re-straighten that out and secure the ESC down in the receiver. And we're running the TFL scale outboard on this one. Nice size. And so Brandon was talking about the pain of mounting these TFL outboards because the front overhangs a little bit. You can get a standoff bracket from Offshore Electrics. Now, these motors will not go into a neutral trim. They always have a slightly positive trim to them. You'd have to put a wedge in somewhere to kick them into neutral. So that's all the way down. And then over here, this is the Build RC or LidoHot.com out of Taiwan makes these boats here. This is a 31 inch. You can see it's a couple inches longer than the other ones. Tunnel hull. They're very nicely cast or molded boats. And I've got another. That was the first TFL scale outboard I bought, which had the early style lower unit. Has now since been converted to the later style with the thrust bearings and better gears. So this boat I've only ran once, and then that lower unit blew up because that used to be on this boat with several runs. So, and then there's the 24 inch Lido Hot or the Build RC. And this has the scale 7 I just mounted last night. And we got to put ESC in this one and we'll get it ready to go. And then here is another TFL scale, or not scale, but race outdrive or outboard. They have 2 styles. They have this one here with the swept casing, and they have another one that's more straight up and down like the older traditional K&Bs. Now, as far as cost goes, is building an outboard or buying an outboard. So these guys run $199, $189 at Offshore Electrics, I believe. The leg is $129. Then you got to buy another $35 adapter. And then you got to buy a motor for, I'll say, $80. So you're into it just as much as you are with the TFL scale outboards. Now, the difference is you got a cable versus gear drive. The gears on these are pretty small. And then we come to the scale 7. The scale 7 is $199 without a motor. And then you're very limited to what motors fit in the scale 7 under the cowl. So far, like a 29.48 is all I've been able to get under there. But that should be plenty for this little boat, because the 3670s that are in the scale outboards there push this thing really fast, but it's just too much weight for the size of boat. Now, that scale 7 was way too much on the MHC Shockwave. Just make a roll over, barrel roll as soon as you hit the throttle. So we're back to the original plan of putting it on here. Now, these tunnel haul boats are a lot of fun to run. They fly, they dance, they skip. You let off the throttle a little bit, crank them hard in the corner, they rip around and get back on the throttle, and off they go. So in real life, they'll enter the corner at 130 and exit a corner at 100. So that's on the one-to-ones. Haven't quite got there yet on these guys. So there's a look at some tunnel holes, 4 of them. So thanks for watching.